No legacy. None of them not leave no legacy behind. Majority of them are not building no kind of legacy right now. Welcome back to SouFLoTV again, everybody. It is your host with the most. Listen, the question of the day is, did Bob Marley disrespect Rita Marley, and did Rita play herself? Because you see, there's a discussion that's going on right now, given the fact that the Bob Marley movie is on its way and it's highly anticipated, and a lot of people got a lot to say about it. You know, some people I seen, I think it was, some people are saying the movie was gentrified and they could have found others in Jamaica who could have acted these parts. Other people are saying they don't care, they're still going to see the movie. Then comes the conversation from the women. Oh my God, I could have never done that. I could have never been a Rita Marley. She really played herself. Or that man really played with her and played in her face. And he was over there writing songs for Cindy Breakspeare and doing all this, which is Junior Gong's mom, by the way, and doing all this other kind of stuff for other women. Imagine my man writing a song for another woman and then expecting me to sing the song. That's big disrespect. I could have never. She played herself. Over the weekend, I got on social media because that's what I do. And me and somebody had a conversation, and then it got heated. And then it got disrespectful. It got disrespectful because on behalf of Rita Marley, I felt the need to address this lady, this woman, this individual. She left a comment that said Rita Marley played herself, right? And she didn't know her worth. And I said to the person, to the lady, I said, Rita didn't play herself. Oh, she said Bob Marley disrespected her big time to her face and she just took it. She didn't know her worth, right? And I said two things happened. One, Rita Marley didn't play herself. Rita Marley actually is a different breed of woman. She is a different type of a woman. And I'll explain in a minute the type of woman that Rita Marley is. And Bob Marley, he didn't play Rita. He was a different breed of a man. He was a different species, a different type of a man. Let me explain both of them to you now. From explaining to you who Bob is, first, I want y'all to understand something, that life does not break down the same way for everybody else. I want you to understand that Bob Marley was way ahead of his time, and that's exactly why his work is so current today, as if it was done today. And people eat it up as if it was done today for today's time and we needed it so bad today. He was ahead, and he had to be ahead. This is only divine creation that could have done this, right? Bob Marley's mission on earth was no other man's mission on earth. And no matter how you tried to be a Bob Marley, you could have never been a Bob Marley. No matter how others after Bob Marley tried to emulate Bob Marley, no matter, you don't have to take my word for it. Just look. Has there been any other reggae artist that came to the surface of reggae, went out to the world, and did anything close to what Bob Marley has done? I'll wait. I'll wait. Yeah, I'm waiting for you to tell me who. Because there's nobody. Bob was created specially for his mission on earth. And his mission was humongous, ginormous. And he carried that weight. So when it came to woman, that was the least of Bob Marley's concerns. When it came to woman, Bob Marley said this out his own face. They asked him about women. And Bob said, every woman. Woman is queen of the earth, you know. Right? They're all queens. And then he said he believes that he is entitled to all the queens. What is that? Isn't that like polygamy? Okay, so we know that polygamy has existed since the beginning of time. and has been at the forefront of a lot of civilizations and has been a staple in many cultures across the globe. So here we have Eastern-minded people who believe only in monogamy, knocking a man that believed in polygamy. Bob Marley never left any of his children by the wayside. He's not your baby daddy who got you knocked up. He's not your ex-husband who married you and tricked you and then hurt your feelings and left you with the 2 kids and never looked back. That's not Bob Marley. See, the thing that happens when these women, modern day women, start thinking about Bob Marley and Rita Marley and start dissecting the legacy that they have built, it gets friggin' offensive. Trying to explain to you who Bob Marley was. First, before we get to Rita, Bob was the kind of person who believed in his mission on earth. He didn't believe in like wasting his energy chasing frivolous things. Women, that's a given. And today, if you look at earth, men who have resources and fame, women is not a problem for them. It's a given. They get them by the dozens. Hell, you have broke men that got multiple women. So you have men who have fame, fortune, riches, good looks, all these things rolled into one. What do you think? It's all available to him. But Bob wasn't stuck on that because that was low vibrational. If you're thinking about pum-pum and titties per woman and big body and nice hips and sex, you're low vibrational. Bob Marley wasn't low vibrational. Bob knew that he came to deliver a piece of work that the Creator had him to deliver to the earth, to earth's people. And then, at the same time, he was going to have some fun along the way, but he wasn't going to leave any of his children by the wayside. Right? Right. So he had to set up a legacy to where his children, his children's children, his children's children, as long as you're born named Marley and the DNA checks out proper and you bear that DNA and Bob Marley are your grandfather, great-grandfather, one of his children or grandchildren is your parent, and you come from that bloodline, you come from the house of Marley, from that tribe, you will never suffer on the face of the earth. I just said it. How many of you out here can say that? Not many. Now, with that said, let's explain Rita a little bit. A man like Bob Marley and Bob Marley's magnitude, who fully understood his purpose. See, that's the thing about life. When you fully understand your purpose and you start walking in your purpose, you're going to shed a lot of people. A lot of people are not going to understand you. A lot of people are going to move away from you. A lot of people are going to say, oh, I don't like how he moving like that and how he moving like that. But Bob didn't look left, right, and stop and was like, okay, they don't like it, so I'm not doing it. No, that Bob Marley was a being, a human being that came here and was fully in his purpose. You understand? And because he was fully in his purpose, he had to have women that were understanding of his purpose as well. Because if a woman is not understanding of a man's purpose and you keep her around, she becomes an obstacle, a distraction. Oh, I'm preaching and I don't even know how I'm preaching. Let me say it again. A man that is walking in his purpose, first of all, that's a beautiful human being. A man that is walking in his purpose. But that man needs a woman or women who are going to be a part of his life to understand his purpose and to be able to work with his purpose. And if she's not on that side, she becomes an obstacle in his way. She becomes a distraction. She becomes a diversion. Men walk in their purpose and meet certain women and completely divert from what their purpose was and end up wasted. Rita Marley didn't divert Bob from his purpose. Rita Marley contributed to Bob Marley's greatness. She is a part of the legacy. She is the backbone of the legacy. Hello, let me talk to y'all good, right? Only certain women can understand this, right? So is Cindy Breakspeare, Junior Gong's mom. So are the women who Bob Marley called queens. So are all the women of all his children. Y'all are stuck on a carnal level. Y'all are stuck on way down here, primitive. Y'all are stuck on low vibrational. You still thinking sex. Oh, it's my penis. It's my dick. And if my man give away my dick, I'm ending the relationship, destroying my whole family, taking my kids and leaving. You're never going to see your daddy again because another queen gave him some pum-pum and he took it. I'm mad. I'm heated. And now you're a single mama out here battering all over the place, right? Rita Marley wasn't that. None of Bob Marley's queens were that, right? They understood who Bob was. They understood all the complications of who Bob Marley was. And they understood that Bob was a man that was walking in his purpose. And they understood that he came on a mission and he understands his mission. Right. So when you talk about, when a sister like the woman who said to me, oh, she played herself. I said to her, how dare you disrespect such a legacy? Show me what you have built so far. Show me what you and yours have built so far. And then I'll shut up. I'll go away. Because I got more to say. She couldn't show me anything. Know why? Because she hadn't accomplished anything. The person wrote back and said, well, I may not have a lot of money and I may not have a lot of fame. Money didn't mean shit to Bob. Y'all didn't know that? Money didn't mean shit to Bob Marley. You came back and said, oh, I might have a lot of money and a lot of fame. Fame didn't mean shit to Bob Marley either. Money and fame. Money and fame didn't mean shit to Rita Marley either. These people understood the mission. You understand? And they understood also that the message is so big that the message needed to keep going on forward. Don't you see they have children that carry the same message? Huh? Don't you see they have grandchildren that carry the same message? It is a profound message that the Marley clan came to earth to bring. You a woman who could never be a Rita Marley. Because you would have fucked up your whole family a long time ago, the first time Bob Marley stepped outside. And then there would be no dynasty. There would be no legacy. It would just be Bob on child support, paying friggin' child support, seeing his kids on visitation only, and you allowing the government to control his relationship with his children because you're bitter. A woman as great as a woman like Rita Marley and all the other women that Bob Marley were with. Let's speak on Rita because that's the one that they were dissing. Oh, she played herself and he played her right in her face. Rita knew everything that was going on. But Rita was looking way farther ahead. Now that's a woman with vision, my friend. You understand me? Yeah. And it takes a woman with vision to see the course through, standing by you while you're building this legacy, while you're building this dynasty. I told the person, I said my grandparents got together when they were in their 20s. My grandparents passed away last year and the year before that, one behind each other. 95 and 96 years old. And they stayed together their whole life. My grandfather had a child outside of his wedlock. My grandmother didn't throw that away. Oh, you have picnic on me? I'm gone. She didn't throw that away. I remember their last visit to Florida to see us before they went back to Jamaica, and then they were too old to travel because they started having ailments, you know, like he couldn't stand up for way long or whatever. You're talking about 96 years old. So he's like, I remember he looked over. We were gathered at my mother's house. And you know them coming to town, so them call everybody. Yes, grandma them here and all, grandpa them here and all. Zoom zoom. Everybody is driving in because I got family all over Florida. Everybody is driving in. Meet up, and I looked around, and I saw so many faces. These are all my cousins and our children and all this. And I see my grandparents, man and woman, sitting there, and I thought to myself, damn, all this came from these two people and their union. And as soon as I thought that, my grandfather looked over to my grandmother and he said, Ruby, the union has been fruitful, man. He looked around like this. This man was looking at all his kids, grandkids, great-grandkids. He was like, the union has been fruitful, man. And guess what? If anything ever happens to me, like in the US, say they kick me out today. Leave all your shit. Leave everything you ever earned here. Get out. Kick me in my ass. Throw me out. Throw me back to Jamaica. Guess what? I have a beautiful place there to go. A beautiful place there to go. Nice home, big land, all these things. Legacy. You understand what I'm saying? So my grandparents put it down in a way that any one of us that's born into that bloodline and is verified through DNA, we don't ever have to be out in the world suffering. I'm still out here trying to get mines though, and I don't depend on what they have left and set up for us. But it's a beautiful thing to see and to know that it's there. So back to who Rita Marley is and the question, she played herself. Did she play herself? Hell no. Did Bob play her? Hell no. He couldn't play Rita. Bob needed Rita. And Bob Marley said it. Bob needed Rita. Rita was the glue that held everything together. Let me close this video by saying this. When you have a woman that understands your purpose too, even though it's not her purpose, and she down to ride this whole mission out with you, and then you have children while you're with her on the outside, and she bring these children in and hug them and love them like they her own too, and she sticks to the mission, and she sees it through, and even after you pass away, your words are like instructions to her on how to continue moving forward with this legacy, to continue building. I don't have to ask y'all. Y'all can go look this up. How much is the Bob Marley estate worth today? How much do they make on an annual basis just from record sales alone? Bob Marley said, I'm going to put this wheel in motion, and this wheel will keep on spinning and spinning, and as it spins over time, it will keep on picking up momentum and picking up momentum. Then I got tired for see with face. Can't get me out of the race. That's some rascal deep words, my friend. But he wasn't able to do it alone. And a lot of women today, given how today's mindset of most women, or a lot of women, I won't say all, I won't say most, because I don't know most women, but a lot of women today, especially the ones that are commenting on social media and are talking down on a legacy like the Marley legacy, like the legacy that Rita Marley built with Bob Marley. You're out of order. You're out of place. You have no room to speak. You should have nothing to say. You haven't even built anything half as close to what they have done. And guess what? Their legacy continues. It continues to grow. It continues to shine. just like Bob said, over time, it continues to pick up momentum as that wheel continues to turn. The real question is this, right? What kind of woman are you? Are you the kind of woman that come now in modern day times trying to dissect, oh, back in them days, women didn't have choice. They were desperate, so they had to stay with a man for whatever. Is that what you believe? Is that what you're going to come and tell yourself? And then you're going to hold a man hostage. And then if the man becomes a prominent man, this is a part that a lot of women don't want to face, right? A prominent man has choices. Yes, sisters, we do. A prominent man has choices. Hell, broke man have choices. Waste man, I see, having choices when it comes to women. And some of y'all choose them. But a prominent man has lots of choices. Top tier women too. Yeah. So are you going to be the type to end up in one of these situations with one of these greats and you just can't take it because him take some pum pum from Sharon? So you mash up the family, put him on child support, move out, gone with the picnic them, trying your best to destabilize his mental. Can't see the kids them. I'm angry. We have to go set up visitation. May I put it on child support. Talk to my lawyer. Are you going to be one of those? Or are you going to be a Rita Marley? The legacy was taken from Bob and handed to Rita as the torchbearer. She carries that legacy today. I look at Rita Marley with so much love and respect and honor, because I truly understand now what type of woman it takes. And any man on earth who ever get a woman like Rita and you are about your business, man, the sky is not the limit. The sky is just the surface. You about to go through the stratosphere. That's all I can say. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Tell me if I'm on point or if I'm wrong. Imagine if Rita Marley had said, Bob, I breed, you breed somebody upon me. I have you have either picnic out there. This done. Divorce lawyer. I'm gone. I want half of everything. I'm gone. Because that's the typical mentality today, right? Imagine if Rita Marley had said that. The movie that's coming out now, y'all might not even be able to watch that damn movie because it probably wouldn't exist. Imagine if Rita had said that and had done that instead of what she did. So keep on the bumbuckler mouth, man. When you know I come disrespect and don't understand the weight of such a legacy. I'll close it by saying this. The crown is heavy for the one who wears it. I'm out. Peace. Listen, it's 2024, okay, and the world is different. You can actually have a date with somebody in a completely different Caribbean country. Say, for instance, you are in Jamaica and you are looking for a fine Trinidadian woman, or a woman from Grenada or Guyana or Antigua or Barbuda. Same thing for the women. You might be a Jamaican woman living in Jamaica, but you are into Trinidadian men or men from Barbados or other parts of the Caribbean. Well, look no further. 7:30 p.m. Jamaica time. Tune in as Scotch Bonnet and Time goes live on the channel called Scotch Bonnet and Time. It's a dating affair for the Caribbean audience, linking all the Caribbean countries together. The only requirements are that you are at least 20 years old. That means you have 2 years of experience or more. And come on in and have some fun. Do you have what it takes to spice up somebody else's life? Let's see. See you there, 7:30 p.m. Jamaica time on the YouTube channel called Scotch Bonnet and Time as they go live. Come see if you can meet your special person. See you then. Alright, my SouFLoTV audience, anybody who knows me knows that I come from the rural parts of Jamaica where it's dark in those hills. And from I was a child until now, government still has not installed any street lights in some of the darkest corners of Jamaica. But guess what? We are doing it for ourselves. Just link up with Soninka Limited because these solar powered street lights are powerful. They are commercial grade, remote controlled, they are waterproof, and did I mention that they are solar powered? So you don't have to wait on JPS, you don't have a bill to pay. These are powered by God's Son. Yes, and you stay on the ground and you remote control it to the brightness of your liking and all these things. Light up your lanes and streets and farms and corners and areas and be safe. All the information needed is on the screen, and Soninka deals with your installation and everything. Call them right now and get yourself out of the darkness and into the light, and tell them that SouFLoTV sent you. Alright? Alright. So we got a couple of things going on the channel. For one, shout out to the people who have their membership. If you have your membership for SouFLoTV, then you know that you are able to go in the chat section when we go live. Every time we go live, it's your privilege, right? Also, it's just another level of support. So shout out to the people who have that. For those who don't have it, we encourage you to get your membership to the channel, right? On top of that, there are other things going on over here as well, like promotion. So if you have a business, whatever business it may be, whether it's a brick and mortar business or it's a online business, we can promote that business for you right here. This channel gains about roughly 1,000 new subscribers every 30 days. 1,000 new subscribers every 30 days. We are now past 360,000 subscribers and counting. So it's a good place for you to put your business before the eyes of the audience, especially if your business has anything to do with the Caribbean, right? And reach out. Just reach out to us and we'll put something together for you. I have packages that can fit everybody's budget and we can all get along. If that's the word I'm supposed to use, get along. But everybody can eat a food, basically, right? So again, regardless of whatever your business is, just remember that I do promotions over here on SouFLoTV. So reach out, let me get your package together, whether you're a musician, putting out a new project, an album, a single, if you run a tailor shop, if you run a restaurant, if you run whatever the case may be, if you're a DJ and you a disc jockey who play at parties, your services could be available, advertise here, whatever the case may be, I got you. All right. And again, shout out to the people who subscribe to the channel every time you, or hit the thumbs up every time you watch a video, and shout out to the people who are subscribed to the channel. Big up to the people who come through and don't subscribe but they watch the content anyways. You don't think a time for you to subscribe now? Eh? You don't think it's time for you to subscribe now? A time for you to subscribe now, man. Hit the subscribe button right down there, so yeah, and click the bell next to the subscribe button so you are notified every time a new video goes up on SouFLoTV.